What's up, YouTube? Take 4. This will be the 4th time I tried to record this video. I am tremendously tongue-tied. I'm having just trouble. Somebody is really messing with my throat chakra, does not want this video to be heard or for me to make it, but I woke up this morning at 6:30 and it was the first thing that popped in my head, so I know it's very important. This is what is happening in your family at this time. The holidays are coming up, so family is really important to each and every one of us. So I think that this video needs to be heard as soon as possible. Maybe you are not speaking with your family. There's been something dramatic that went on, or traumatic, that's gone on with this family. So, because the channel messages kind of told me a little bit about what this reading's really about. Before I get started, I ask if you please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I upload more videos. Share this video if you think others can benefit from my messages, and hit that like button so I know that this resonates with you. Also, comment below. I love your comments. I pulled 3 songs with lyrics because there is something about love in here, and I want to let this woman know kind of how this man is feeling about her and what he is thinking. So, okay, let's get started here. The first channeled message I have is man arrested for molesting daughter as a child and her daughter too. And the family covered it up because they were embarrassed and ashamed, but they could not allow it to go on anymore, as their daughter, mom, and sister was a victim, and they couldn't stand to watch her suffer any longer. And they had to help free her from this father, her daughter also. So there is a man that has been arrested for molesting his daughter as a child. This daughter obviously is not a child now because she has a daughter. Not meaning that some children don't have children, but I'm feeling that this is more of an adult. This family was embarrassed and ashamed by what their father had done, so they just covered it up. This daughter and her daughter have been suffering for a very long time, is what I'm hearing, and it was time to help free them from this father and her daughter too. So they want to help a sister and her daughter move away from a toxic community and help her buy a home wherever she wants to move to, and help them settle in and get a job, and help, excuse me, my nose is running, and help her daughter get a new car and the mom too. They also want to help buy new stuff for their home and help their sister heal from stress and exhaustion, and bring a family back together for the holidays, and also spend every holiday together forever. Especially a man that loves this woman so much that he fought for her and her child, and is her love too. So this woman also is in love with this man too. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose. And they will get married as soon as possible because they don't want to waste another day apart. So we go from, this family telling the world or telling authorities about their father molesting their sister and her child, from them being ashamed and embarrassed about what their father had done, not wanting the world to know, but really wanting to help this woman and her child move forward in life, to them helping her move away from a toxic community, helping her buy a home. Maybe this woman is homeless, maybe not. To a man that is in love with this woman that fought for her and her child. And this woman also loves this man too. Speaking of marriage, so it went from really a traumatic situation to really, a fairy tale ending. So I think that God is really trying to bring happiness to this woman and to this child and to this family. Maybe this family was tore apart, obviously, by this deep, dark secret that has, really harmed somebody very deeply. This woman has been tremendously abused her entire life and has remained unconditionally loving towards her abusers, and even to the father that abused her and her child. She deserves this more than she can ever imagine, and it is coming soon, God promises her, and will want to see her happy for the first time truly in her life. So this woman was tremendously abused her entire life. I think the abuse continued into her adulthood, because when people make mistakes, when people are sick, when people, harm another person sexually, mentally, physically, at times we don't want the world to see the true us. So we go to drastic lengths to really hinder that person, to really make that person look bad in the public's eye, to make this person seem crazy, schizophrenic, maybe even, I'm hearing. I think this woman has really fought a really hard battle throughout her life that people were never aware of, and if they were aware of it, they didn't speak out. It is amazing that this woman could have been abused and still remain unconditionally loving, especially towards the abusers. But then again, I believe strongly in unconditional love. I strongly believe in forgiveness. Unfortunately, people are sick, and at times they do bad things to people. Sorry, this is making me extremely emotional today. But we need to have forgiveness and love in our hearts for those people too. God made a promise. I promise you won't be sick alone anymore, my sweet daughter. I promise they are coming to help you heal. They are very sorry they abandoned you and your daughter. So this family isn't ever going to leave you alone. You won't be sick alone anymore. Meaning, if you've been sick, maybe you really wanted somebody to be there and nobody's been there. They also are very sorry that they abandoned you and your daughter. So God is good, people. God is making things right. I told you God was here. God has definitely helped me tremendously get through this situation. This definitely is a situation that I have faced throughout my life. I am speaking out a lot more about it because my life has really been hindered by the decisions of a father, actually by two fathers. I had a father and a stepfather that both were not really the healthiest people. My family did abandon me. My friends abandoned me. And also my daughter too. But God is here and God is making things right. So with that being said, those are the channeled messages that I did pull. I'm going to move on to the song lyrics because I want to kind of keep the happiness of love in this video too. I want to tell this woman 3 songs and the lyrics of how this man is feeling. They are kind of, some of them are not, they kind of talk sexual type things. I have not read them, but we will definitely start with it. The first one is, I Knew I Love You, Savage Garden. I love that song. I knew I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into my life. I knew that it might sound more than a little crazy, but I believe. So the first one is, I Knew I Loved You, Savage Garden. The second one is, Love the Way You Lie, Eminem and Rihanna. Because I like the way it hurts, you're just going to to there and hear me cry. That's okay because I love the way you lie. And the last one is too close by next. Step back. You are dancing kind of close. I feel a little poke coming through on you. So there you go. That kind of makes me smile. Sorry. I am kind of shy, so a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So those are the 3 song lyrics I pulled regarding how this man is feeling towards this woman. I think this woman has really been alone a long time. I think this woman definitely deserves her family to come in. I think this woman deserves to spend holidays not alone this year. I think this woman deserves, just to have the kindness and love from her family and from this man that seems to really love her. So let's make that happen, people. Let's really, try to reconnect with our families, really pull together, really help a woman and her child heal, and just really speak out about things, even if we're embarrassed and ashamed about them. Okay, and I'm sorry, my nose keeps itching tremendously. I don't know if someone's talking about me. That's what my mom used to say. If your nose itched, somebody was talking about you. So maybe somebody is. Okay, so the index cards I pulled is God said to stop. So God had told this family it was time to stop covering up for this father. Also, God told me that he told this father to stop doing it. And unfortunately, this father continued. He started with his child and then he moved on to his grandchild. But God is here and God said to stop. Stop the situation. Stop ignoring it. Stop ignoring your sister and her daughter. Maybe told this man that is in love with this woman and this child to stop this. Do anything and everything you can to help stop what is going on in their life. So we need to definitely thank the higher power, God himself, and just really recognize that God is always here helping us, even, when we don't feel like anyone is helping us. God is always standing right by us. God always is making his presence, definitely in my videos, if you pay attention, to the spirit that's always to the right of me. They really want you to recognize that. So, okay, so God said to stop, and this family decided it was time to stop whatever was going on. We have thieves. So this family was involved in stealing something. If it was just stealing this woman's happiness, maybe stealing this woman's child, there could have been money involved that kind of corrupted this family somewhat. Maybe this father did something to steal from this daughter. There's just so many different things that could definitely be represented with the card thieves. Maybe these family members believed the lies of this father and they stole something from this woman. Maybe there was money, maybe there was a property, and maybe they didn't want to get in trouble, so they helped cover things up. Again, God told them to stop, and I feel like they finally listened. So I do believe that the man that is in love with this woman also really fought for her and her child and really helped bring out really what was truly going on here, that there was some type of thievery that was taking place, and it was time for everyone to stop and really look at their actions, really look at their father's actions, and really step forward to helping people instead of hindering their growth. So that is a very beautiful thing. If my family is watching my video and you fear that I'm not going to forgive you or I'm mad, I just want you to know that I forgave you a long time ago. I forgave this father a long time ago. And I just really want my family to come back together, especially for the holidays. That would be tremendously very powerful and very important to me, especially to be able to spend the holidays with my daughter. So, okay, we have a psychic speaks out. So I am a psychic, obviously. And it said psychic speaks the truth, excuse me. I have been speaking out a lot about what is going on in my life. I know that it is going on in other people's lives because our energies match. They might not be specifically the same exact things, but my videos are resonating with people. And I do appreciate people's comments. I do thank God each and every day that He chose me to deliver these messages. I also believe that God had me go on this tremendous hard journey because He knew that I could make a difference in this world, which I am in my videos, even if I only make a difference in one person's life. So I do speak out a lot. I speak out about things that some people don't want me to. I speak out about things that have really been traumatic and really have affected my life tremendously. And I think it's just really, really important that we're not ashamed of what we've gone through in our life. We're not ashamed if bad things have happened to us. We're not sugarcoating things. We're not sweeping stuff under the rug, even when it hurts so bad to talk about these things. So, okay, I have molesting their children. So these family members obviously knew that their sister and their niece or their granddaughter were molested by this man. I think, again, this is obviously very traumatic on this woman, on her child, but it is traumatic on the rest of the family. We have to always consider, and I know people are going to be like, what the fuck is she talking about? But we have to consider how each and every person feels in this situation. No, they might not have been molested, but they also had a piece of their life taken away because their husband, their father, their grandfather did something very traumatic to another person. To speak of these things out in public, to speak to them, to another person, to bring shed the light on a situation like this. I'm sorry, my dog needs out. Hold on. Okay, and the last index card I pulled is STDs. So maybe this daughter and granddaughter are both victims of STDs. I feel that they were probably given something that was incurable. Maybe this granddaughter especially was given something that was brought to maybe authorities' attention. Sorry, I hear my friend's car, I think. Sorry. Just give me a minute. Hold on 1 second, please. Sorry, I needed to channel a little bit. What it is this daughter and mother both received herpes from this father. I did a video not too long ago about a man spreading herpes in a community. I believe that these two videos are linked together, so if you have not watched that video, please do. It does discuss a man that was spreading herpes throughout a community. I believe that is another reason why people are really taking a look at what is going on. This child received herpes from this man, and I believe that the authority figures definitely were called on this. I think that this child was not telling the truth about something, and this child finally realized that her life and her mother's life were way more important than covering up what had happened to her as a child. Unfortunately, herpes are not curable. They are something that will stay with them for the rest of their lives, that they will need to make other people aware of. and take medicine. There's medicine for it, and just really be cautious and just be open-minded to telling the people that they're with that they do have this incurable STD. It is something that obviously is very traumatic for somebody to receive, and to receive it from a grandfather and father is probably even more traumatic. So with that being said, let's move on to the oracle and tarot cards and see what this family is up to. We have listen. So this family is finally ready to listen. Listen to one another. They're wanting people to listen to them. Maybe they're finally listening to the higher power. They're listening to the cries for help from this daughter and this granddaughter. But they're really opening their mind and really wanting people to listen to them, and then to also listen to maybe their other family members, and of course this mother and daughter. I think this mother and daughter have been trying to get people to listen to them for a long time. And unfortunately, this family was embarrassed by what their father had done. So they kind of closed off their ears. They didn't want to hear the truth. But they're ready to listen to what people are saying and what needs to be done. And maybe they're speaking out for this mother and granddaughter, or her daughter, to help them be able to free themselves and be able to move on. They could also be listening to this father. Maybe this father has stepped up and has spoken the truth, or maybe this father passed away and left a note or something that described or explained exactly what was happening in this situation. But people are ready to listen to the truth and really, take that step forward to correcting whatever they need to correct, and to help these people move on and move forward. Destiny. So this was definitely destined to happen. I do believe strongly in destiny. I think that we're all destined to go through the things that we're going through. If you see this girl on this card, she's holding her heart. Something was destined to happen. Maybe this information was destined to come out now. At times, again, God decides when divine timing is here and when the time is right. I think that this woman and this child were destined to go through this because they are very strong-willed and very loving and just really amazing people. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but again, I really believe that we go on the path that we're meant to go down. We're meant to go through the things that we go through to help other people, to shed light. I feel like also with this destiny card being here, that this man and this woman were destined to be together. These could be extremely strong soulmates. These could be twin flames, the divine feminine and divine masculine. Things were destined to play out the way that they were to meet God's plan. I don't really know what else to say. God, again, has a plan for each and every one of us. Is this something that should have been hidden for a long time? Absolutely not. But then again, who are we to judge other people and the decisions that they make? Who are we to say that these people made a tremendous mistake by not speaking out? God prepared them when the time was right, and God decides when, information comes out. I do feel that this family is destined to really come together and rebuild what was broken in the past. This daughter and this mother were destined to go through this so they could speak out and help other people that may or have gone through, similar type of experiences. Also, if this father is alive, maybe this is really going to push this father into some type of treatment program, some type of mental health program, something to help him. But God always has a plan, and this is what God had planned for this woman and her child and for everyone involved in this situation. It's time for a renewal. It's time to finally allow this woman and this child to have a rebirth, a renewal. It's also time for this family to have a renewal in their family, in their relationships. I feel that this family was torn apart from the lies and deception and the things that they were keeping hidden in the dark. It's really going to give this family a rebirth. Also, a relationship that's going to come together that's going to be very, very successful. It is really going to bring a man and a woman and a child together. And I think it's going to give all three of them a renewal in life that is going to be very successful, very loving, and just a very, very positive outcome to a horrible situation. Rebirth, renewal is a beautiful thing. We all need to really embrace that in our lives. I think that there's needed to be a lot of healing done. And I think that this is why it's taken so long for this situation to be brought out in the open. It has allowed someone to heal, but it also has, again, brought people back together that have been torn apart by a really nasty, deep, dark secret that was being hidden for far too long, definitely. We have the second house assets. So assets definitely could have been plaguing a part in this situation. Again, people might have been really focused on the material world, possessions, their finances, talent. Maybe people were jealous of someone's talent. Values, family, tradition, values, worthiness. Maybe they didn't really look at this sister, daughter, or mother as a very worthy person. Maybe this father made people really just think that finances and assets and money were more important than the love of family. Wardrobe, maybe somebody here dresses different than the rest of their family. Luxuries, they probably were concentrating on luxuries in life. Credit scores, security, and this is a sign of Taurus. So this Taurus could be you. This Taurus could be one of the family members that maybe finally decided that it was time to speak out, that it was time to help this woman and this child. This Taurus could definitely be the man that's represented in this video, but I feel like it's more of a sister or a brother that this Taurus represents for sure. The existence of the higher power. This card came out in my last reading. The existence of life, the existence of God, the existence of family, togetherness, the importance of love, unconditional love, the importance of forgiveness and moving forward, the importance of healing and, having love, real love in our life. Really looking towards God, really looking towards the universe, towards the stars, the moon, the sun, the clouds for answers, because they're all there, people. We receive answers in so many ways that people don't see because they're not looking, they're not recognizing it. The existence of allowing this woman on this card to have, those luxuries in life, to be able to have that renewal, to have that destiny, that destined love that was meant to be in her life, to be listened to be spoke of, to be remembered. Loneliness, I know that I'm never alone. This card came out in reverse, people. So this, I feel that this has caused a lot of loneliness in someone's life, if not in all. I feel that this woman and her child were kind of I don't know how you say, ostracized, I think, by this family. And it left him in a very lonely state. But in reality, people, again, before I say that, it says, I know that I'm never alone. I feel like, this woman and this child have felt very lonely through their life because of obviously the molestation and what that does to a person. Also, at times our family doesn't want to hear it. They don't want to recognize it. They don't want to speak about it. They don't want other people to know about it. But I feel like with this being in reverse, that this woman and her child will never feel alone again. That they definitely have. I have to put you on pause. Hold on. I'm so sorry that I had to put you on pause again. I'm cooking some hamburger for my doggies and it was boiling over. So, anyways, I feel that this card being in reverse is speaking of this woman and her child not ever being alone again. And I think that's really important for them. We have dreams coming true. So dreams are going to start coming true for this family. I think they're going to coincide and really help someone's dreams come true. Maybe your dreams are already coming true. I feel that, again, that you are destined to go through this. I think that you have embraced it. You definitely are speaking out about it. You're allowing it to help you heal from traumatic things, obviously, that you have gone through. But it is helping somebody's dreams come true. So I think that is beautiful and just amazing and awesome. We have truth. So the truth, again, is being revealed. The truth has been spoken. The truth is definitely out in the open. I'm hearing God told me that it was more than overdue for this truth to come out. But God definitely told me that there is a reason that this was kept in the dark for so long. It has helped somebody on their journey to grow and expand and to really be able to heal from these past wounds, these past horrible things they've gone through. I want to definitely address truth. I think it's very important for each and every one of us to always speak our truth. Even if it hurts other people, even if it is embarrassing, even if it is something that we're ashamed of. Because in this case, it's really hindered somebody's life for a very long time. We, again, cannot stop people from doing the things that they do, or keeping truths to cover up the horrible things that go on in this world. But, we should never be ashamed or embarrassed by anything that we've ever done in our life, even if we are this father that I'm speaking about. Because, unfortunately, I feel like in this case, it's something that went on in this father's life also as a child. I feel that it has been going on for a long time in many generations in this world. I think it's been a deep, dark secret for a lot of people, and it just isn't something that we should ever be ashamed of. Again, sorry, I'm getting emotional again. I typically don't have to start and stop my videos so much. This is just a really triggering video for me. What I was saying is that, even though this has gone on in my life, I am that type of person that's very unconditionally loving. I love my parents. I love my family tremendously. Have they been here for me? No. People decided to believe lies and rumors and gossip about me over really the person that I am. And I'm tired of masking myself. I'm tired of people judging me in the wrong light. I'm tired of keeping quiet. I also am a very psychic person that went through a traumatic journey to be able to remember what had happened to me, and then to also remember what had happened to my daughter. Again, this is something that my father is going to have to live up to, speak about, and stop covering up. I do want my father to know that I love him tremendously and I do forgive him. So I really hope that if this video is resonating with you, you definitely have that forgiveness in your heart too. It is time for us all to heal. It's time for the truth to be shed. It's time for a family to come back together, especially a mother and a daughter. We have abundance. So this family definitely, I feel, is wanting to help somebody be more abundant. Maybe this family has really been focused on their abundance and kind of ignoring really what was happening. Maybe this father was really more focused on the material world. These family members also, they kind of left somebody out in the cold. I feel that this mother and child really have struggled throughout their life because of the lies that were kept, the trauma that they have gone through. I think it's time for this family to realize that there's more to abundance than just the material world and possessions and wardrobes. Abundance comes to us in many, many forms, and abundance really should start with love of our family members, love of other human beings, and just love and kindness and gentleness, and definitely just not really the houses that we live in and the things that we can purchase. And that could have been what the Thieves is about, is maybe these people listened to this father and it really hindered somebody's growth when it came to their finances, and I think this family is really recognizing that. Again, abundance comes in many forms. It's not always just what we can purchase, the money and so on. We have conjunction empowerment, which is not really represents any zodiac sign. It is combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, authorities, allies with, concentrates, saturates, overrides, and overwhelms. So empowerment was a huge part, and that's really what's going on with this family. Maybe they're stepping into their power. They're really recognizing that they need to join forces to finally stop what has been going on. They're wanting to have a celebration. They're wanting to bring this family back together and celebrate. Maybe there's 3 sisters, 3 women definitely involved in this. I'm not saying that there isn't any men. Maybe there is going to be celebrations. Again, the holidays are coming up. Maybe they're wanting to celebrate over the holidays, celebrate a victory. I think it is a victory that this man was arrested, because I believe that this man needs help. I think this man has gotten away with a lot in his life. It's time for him to definitely take responsibility, to stop hindering people's growth, and to allow his daughter and his granddaughter to definitely be able to move forward. We have daydreams and decisions. So they're definitely making a lot of decisions. Maybe they're going to help, again, somebody's daydreams come true. But there's a lot of decisions that I feel like this family has made by coming together, by telling the truth. It's going to definitely make a lot of this woman and her child's daydreams come true. Maybe they've been daydreaming of being together. Maybe it's been somebody's daydream to own a home, to be able to move away from a toxic community. I think this family is coming together to make the decisions to help make this life a little bit easier on someone, easier on themselves, because I'm sure that they have really not been doing very well, because obviously their guilt has probably really consumed their life too. It's very unfortunate because, again, we need to really look at everyone in this situation and how it's really affected everyone, not only the woman and the child, even though they were victimized, but really when you look at it, this entire family's been victimized. They're ready to move on. They're ready to move on from this situation. I just described that, not only has it hindered that woman and her child's life, but it's really hindered the people in this family's life too. It's time to pick up those broken pieces, put them back together. It is time for everybody to be able to heal and move on from this traumatic situation. We have impasse. So impasse is a situation in which no progress is possible, especially because of disagreements, or being in a deadlock. So this family was really at an impasse. They were really disagreeing on what was needing to be done. Maybe it was because they were really at an impasse with this woman and this child, and nobody wanted to really step forward. Maybe it's caused a lot of people to have a lot of disagreements on how to handle this. I feel that this father has really disrupted this family, has caused a lot of just trauma, has caused a lot of fighting, a lot of people being in deadlocks on how to handle it with the confusion. Again, I feel that there's been a lot of lies, a lot of slander, a lot of covering up by making a woman look like somebody that she wasn't. And I think that everybody is starting to recognize that. And again, I feel like they're no longer at a deadlock, that they finally have agreed on how to handle this. We have trine flow, harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhythms, supports, and indulges. This is a sign of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are definitely strong in this reading. We have traveling. So I feel that not only is this woman and her child going to be traveling away, but I feel that there are family members traveling towards this woman and her child to be able to help them pick up and leave. I feel that maybe this family is maybe wanting to help this woman and this child also kind of step away from the mundane of their life, where they've been stuck. Maybe this family is planning a trip. Maybe they're planning a vacation. But I feel like it's just really time for this family to come together. Maybe they want to start traveling together as a family, bringing their children together, being with their sisters and brothers, with their daughters. Maybe there's a man traveling towards this woman to offer her love, support. I do feel that, again, this woman and her child and this man and these family members are going to travel away from where they're from. I think that they do see fit that this person or these people move away from where they have lived, because it's really holding them back in life. Again, I feel that there's been very harsh judgments put upon people from a community, a toxic community, that were also covering up deep, dark secrets. And I do feel like it is regarding molesting children. And I do believe that this community is involved in what has gone on. I cannot speak for them. God is not really telling me. But I do feel that there are people in this community that have really made wrong decisions. They have really taken a side, and they're really aware that they took the wrong side. So with that being said, I don't really want to speak for other people. I think this community is aware that they have made many mistakes, that they really listen to people that were the guilty party in this situation and have a lot of regret. With that being said, the last card I pulled is Worry. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. This card did come out in reverse. So the worry of this situation is really being taken care of. The worry of this mother and this child is going to dissipate because they're finally going to have the love and support that they've always deserved. So with that being said, I know that was a really rocky reading. I know that I had to pause it a lot. It is a very, very sensitive subject to me. If you are a victim of being molested by anyone, I do ask and I do encourage you to speak out about it. It is something that this world is really facing all the time. But to keep it hidden is not the right answer. And to be embarrassed and ashamed of someone else's actions are really not the answer either. With that being said, I hope everyone has a beautiful, loving day. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for watching Healing Power of Divine Universe. Again, my name is Sunny, and I love you all very much. Peace.